Today, I will share with you 10 easy shots you can film by yourself for your very own travel vlog video. I'm going to be using the Insta360 X5 and some of my other favorite Insta360 cameras as well. So let's get started with shot number 1, which is this one, the vlogging shot.
To capture this shot, I am using the Insta360 heavy duty clamp, and it's really good because it comes with this wrench, so you can really tighten the clamp to secure it on a fast moving boat. I am using the Insta360 carbon fiber selfie stick, and I am using the X5 mic wind muff to reduce the wind noise. Set the X5 to 360 video mode at 8K 30 frames per second. Keep the X5 close to your mouth so it can pick up your voice clearly. The X5 should only be 20 to 30 centimeters away from you. To edit this shot, go into the keyframe editor. Now, because the boat is moving, to keep myself in the middle of the video, I'm going to use tracking. The green tracking box is already selected over me, so I'm going to select start tracking. Now wait for the tracking to finish. And now when I play this back, I have a vlogging shot.
Today, I will share with you 10 easy shots you can film by yourself for your very own travel vlog video.
Shot number 2 is the Paramotoring Shot. To capture this shot, I'm using the Best 360 wrist strap and the Insta360 3-meter extended selfie stick. Set the X5 to 360 video mode at 8K 30 frames per second. Wear the wrist strap, hold on tight, and extend the selfie stick in front of you and hold it in place. To edit this shot, I will use the custom reframe, pinch my fingers inwards to zoom out, straighten the horizon, and now I have a paramotoring shot. Shot number 3 is the hands-free shot. To capture this shot, I am using the Best 360 Monopod Pro. Set the X5 to 360 video mode at 8K 30 frames per second. Extend the monopod at eye level and walk around freely to explore. To edit this shot, go into the keyframe editor, put yourself in the middle of the screen, tap tracking. I am automatically selected, so I will tap start tracking and wait for the tracking to finish. When the tracking is finished, select the green tracked area. To choose the zoom level, pinch your fingers on the screen. So I'm going to pinch outwards to zoom in. And now when I play this back, I have a hands-free shot. If you are getting value from this video, then subscribe to Best 360 for more useful Insta360 tutorials. Shot number 4 is the horse riding shot. To capture this shot, I am using the Insta360 3-meter extended selfie stick. Set the X5 to 360 video mode at 8K 30 frames per second. And then when the sun goes down, I will go to 360 pure video mode at 8K 30 frames per second. Extend the selfie stick no more than halfway and point the selfie stick to the front of you or to the side of you to capture multiple angles. It is best to check with your horse riding guide whether selfie sticks are allowed or not. Some horses do not like them because they think they're going to get whipped with it. And as a beginner, it's really hard to hold onto a horse with one hand and a selfie stick with another hand. So if you want to go hands-free, then I recommend using the Insta360 Go Ultra to capture POV shots. To edit this shot, I'm going to combine all my favorite horse riding clips into a single video. So to do this, first I'm going to go through each video clip, go to trim, and here I'm going to trim the best parts of the video. And this is going to tell the app the best parts of the video to use so I get a better result. So do this for all the video clips, and when that's done, tap multi-select, select the video clips you want to use in your video, go to edit, auto edit, and wait for the video to auto generate. This is the result. So I'm going to change the aspect ratio to 9:16. So to do this, I will tap the aspect ratio and tap 9:16. Next, I want to add the sound from my video clips of the horse playing in the water. So to do this, I will go to edit clip. I will tap unmute. So now we can hear the original audio from the video clip. I want to remove this text. So I will go to more edits, text stickers, select the text, tap the trash can icon, and do this for all the text. Next, I want to adjust the framing for all the shots. So for the first shot, I want to get rid of this tiny planet effect. So I will go back, go to 360 reframe. I will add a keyframe, pinch my fingers outwards to zoom in, and put the horse and myself in the middle. Then I'll move forward to the next shot. This one seems okay. For this shot, using the custom reframe, I'm going to put myself and the horse in the middle, and now it's automatically reframed. Then I'll move on to the next shot. This one's okay. And for the last shot, I'm just going to slightly move myself in the middle, and the reframe has updated. So now when I play this back, I have a horse riding shot. To never record blurry or noisy 360 video ever again, then you need to download my free X5 cheat sheets. In here are the best settings for a variety of situations during the day and night. So click the link in the video description to download your copy today. Shot number 5 is the selfie shot. To capture this shot, I am using the Best 360 200cm selfie stick. Set the X5 to 360 video mode at 8K 30 frames per second. Extend the selfie stick in front of you and walk forward slowly. To edit this shot, go to the keyframe editor. At the beginning of the video, I want to start by looking at myself. So I will add a keyframe here. Then 3 seconds later, I want to look to the side of me, so I'll put the sun in the middle, pinch my fingers outwards to zoom in, and add a keyframe here. Then I'll move forward 3 seconds in the timeline, turn the view to look towards the windmill, and put the windmill in the middle, and add a keyframe here. When I scrub through the video, you'll see the video will turn in between the keyframes. So to stop this, I will go to the keyframe curve editor, select hard cut, apply globally, tap the tick to confirm. And now when I play this back, it looks like 3 shots put together. And now I have a selfie shot. Because I have a great partnership with Insta360, they have given me exclusive offers for Best 360 viewers. So if you are thinking about buying an Insta360 camera before your next big adventure, then check out my affiliate links to the Insta360 cameras in the video description to see what discounts and free accessories you can get with your Insta360 order. Shot number 6 is the plane spotting shot. To capture this shot, I am using the Insta360 3-meter extended selfie stick. Set the X5 to 360 video mode at 8K 30 frames per second. Fully extend the selfie stick in the air and run as fast as you can to capture the plane overhead as it crosses over. To edit this shot, go to the keyframe editor. At the beginning of the timeline, I will start by looking down at myself like this and add a keyframe here. Then I'll move forward 1 second in the timeline, turn the view 90 degrees, add a keyframe here, move forward 1 second in the timeline, put the plane in the middle, add a keyframe, go to zoom and select linear to zoom in. Then I'll move forward until the plane is directly above. Reframe to look up at the plane. Add a keyframe. Then I'll move forward slightly in the timeline and reframe to put the plane in the middle. Add a keyframe, then move forward another second in the timeline, put the plane in the middle, add a keyframe, then go to the end of the timeline, put the plane in the middle, add a keyframe, and now when I play this back, I have a plane spotting shot. Shot number 7 is the time-lapse shot. To capture this shot, I am using the Insta360 heavy duty clamp and the Insta360 carbon fiber selfie stick. Set the X5 to 360 time-lapse mode at 11K 30 frames per second with a 5-second interval. Mount the clamp securely onto a railing. Make sure the X5 has a clear 360 view and wait 30 minutes for the time-lapse to complete. To edit this shot, go into the keyframe editor. I'm going to start by pointing at the left-hand side. Add a keyframe. Go to zoom and choose linear to zoom in. Then I'll go to the end of the time-lapse. Move the view to the right-hand side. Add a keyframe. And now when I play this back, I have a time-lapse shot. Shot number 8 is the Waterslide Shot. To capture this shot, I am using the Insta360 Go Ultra and the magnet pendant. To capture this shot, I am filming in video mode at 4K 30 frames per second with active HDR on. Attach the Go Ultra onto the magnet pendant and place the pendant in between your chin and chest so it's pointing forward. No editing is required for this shot, so now I have a waterslide shot. Shot number 9 is the self-drive boat shot. To capture this shot, I am using the Insta360 heavy duty clamp and the Insta360 carbon fiber selfie stick. Set the X5 to 360 video mode at 8K 30 frames per second. Mount the clamp onto a railing and position the selfie stick 45 degrees away from the boat. To edit this shot, using the custom reframe, put the boat in the middle, make sure the horizon is straight, and now I have a self-drive boat shot. Shot number 10 is the Snorkelling Shot. To capture this shot, I am using the Insta360 Ace Pro 2 and the Insta360 114cm selfie stick. To capture this shot, I am filming in video mode at 8K 30 frames per second with the underwater mode turned on. Hold the Ace Pro 2 nice and steady underwater to capture smooth shots. To edit this shot, you will need to use Insta360 Studio because 8K video editing with the Ace Pro 2 is not supported in the Insta360 app. So in Insta360 Studio, go to the Media Processing tab. Under Color Restoration, check Aquavision 3.0. Select the preset that looks most natural to you. So for me, it's preset B. Here you can adjust the strength of the preset. I will leave it at 100%. And now I have a snorkeling shot. Bonus shot 1 is the driving shot. To capture this shot, I am using the Insta360 magnet and the Insta360 200cm selfie stick. Set the X5 to 360 video mode at 8K 30 frames per second. Place the magnet in the middle of the car roof for clear 360 views and drive along scenic roads. To edit this shot, go to the keyframe editor. I will pinch my fingers outwards to zoom in. Make sure the car and the arch is in the middle. Tap De-warp on to get rid of the curved lines. Add a keyframe. I will move forward 3 seconds in the timeline. Look up to the arch and add a keyframe. Then I'll move forward until I am directly above the arch and turn the view 90 degrees. Add a keyframe. Then I'll move forward in the timeline to look back at the arch. Add a keyframe. Then I'll move forward a couple of seconds, put the arch in the middle and add a keyframe. Then go to the end of the timeline, put the arch in the middle, add a keyframe. And now when I play this back, I have a driving shot. Bonus shot 2 is the sunset shot. To capture this shot, I am using the anti-gravity A1 360 drone. If you like the X5, then you're going to love the flying version of the X5. Set the A1 to 8K 30 frames per second. The ISO is set to 100 and the shutter speed is set high enough to stop the bright parts of the sky from blowing out. Fly the A1 in a straight line as low and as close to the rocks as possible. To edit this shot in the anti-gravity app, go to the keyframe editor. Make sure it's set to free view so there is no direction lock applied. At the beginning of the video, I want to look towards these islands, so I will add a keyframe here. Then I'll move to the middle of the timeline. Turn the view 90 degrees. Add a keyframe here. Then I'll go to the end of the timeline. Turn the view another 90 degrees. Add a keyframe here. Change the zoom to linear to zoom in. And now when I play this back, I have a sunset shot. That's it. Now you know how to make a travel vlog using Insta360 cameras. Don't forget to check out the links to the Insta360 cameras and accessories in the video description. You will also find my free cheat sheets there as well. And I will see you in the next video.